My goal is to prevent you from making a mistake that can cost you $50,000 or more. I'm talking about buying EMR software. I challenge you to ignore the buzz around you about EMR or EHR, whatever people call it. So you decide to start looking either out of genuine belief, need, or just pure pressure. So let me ask you a simple question, and please be honest. Why do you want or need an EMR? Why am I asking you that question? Why do you need an EMR? Bear with me for a little bit and it'll become clearer. First, why are you a physician? Why are you a doctor? Now, most of you don't think about this question anymore unless you're a recent graduate and you just became a doctor. You don't think about why you chose the medical profession. It has probably been your lifelong profession, but if you had to think about it, I would venture to guess that it had to do with joining, as a human being, a unique profession which is given by our society great responsibilities and challenges at the same time. You have been entrusted lives of others in your hands. But you're different from an airline pilot that is also responsible for lives of many people. But there's a fundamental difference. It also includes your own life. When you save a life, it is not because doing so saves your own life. There is more to being a doctor than just, society's approval. And I know there's genuine good feeling from doing good. There's a sense of fulfillment. And then, of course, there is the comfort in doing all this. And that comfort is that you are being financially well compensated and assuming that you have the time to enjoy the fruits of your labor, you can own the best things that the material world has to offer. Now, if your motive was altruistic, truly selfless, well, that's fantastic, of course. But then why are you in your own practice? Why not just work for a large hospital or a large group? Well, your human need for being helpful to the society being fulfilled. Now what do? You start looking at the financial side of things. You start looking at who you are as a person. You enjoy the freedom, both personal and financial, and of course, being in charge of your own destiny. You like being your own boss, being in your own practice, being in your own business affords you all of that and hopefully more. Now, time flies and you quickly find out that grass is not as green as it looked. Being in your own business has its own set of challenges, ranging from managing human resources, paying bills, and balancing the books, to even managing decreasing reimbursements from payers and CMS. And you trained to become a doctor, not an MBA or a business person. So compound that with the fact that you seem to have lost your life in a way. Look at the first why. Why you chose the medical profession. You're probably still, and I know so, very much dedicated to your patients. But then you've sacrificed things something along the way, haven't you? You no longer have a life or a freedom to pursue your dreams, your hobbies, spending quality time with your family. And at a certain time, at that aha moment, you embark on a mission to save yourself. Why? You worked hard to become a doctor. You worked hard to establish yourself in the community and sharpen your skills. Your patients like you. Your peers respect you. Employees adore you, well, hopefully. And your family respects you. But you know what? You need their love, not just their respect, don't you? You need time for yourself, your family, and do things that you promised yourself you'll do someday. In the meantime, the world of healthcare, as we know it, is turning upside down. CMS is pressuring you to go digital. Why? Well, they say it will, over time, improve patient care, reduce cost, make healthcare more affordable for the overall population. Great. Well, what about you? What about you, the provider? They didn't ask you about this, did they? Anyway, you decide to jump onto the bandwagon. Why? Because if you don't, you'll be outdated. Your reimbursements will be cut. And you'll miss out on the attractive EHR incentives that CMS was giving out. I mean, it's not a small amount. It's a nifty $44,000 worth for Medicare only. Then you convince yourself, we're being forced to do it. So hey, why not take advantage of it? Wait a minute. The why became why not. Along the way, you lost something. You lost the purpose. You lost the vision. Remember what I just told you about the first two whys? Why did you become a doctor and why are you in your own practice? You see what I'm saying? Honestly, it is okay to go digital. But for God's sake, don't do it for the wrong reason. Do it as a why. Do it as an answer to your why. Don't do it, say, why not? Do it for the real reason. Do it because you want to reclaim your life. It's very simple. Now here's the million-dollar question I want to ask you. How? How do you do it? EMR or EHR or whatever the hotshot consultants decide to call it, it needs to be recognized for what it is. It is just a tool. Before you buy or acquire anything, don't forget to ask why. Then connect that why to the first why and the second why. Why should I buy an EMR? Will it improve my quality of life? Will it give me myself back? Will it put quality into my life again? If not, don't get it. It's okay. Because by just getting it, you're just going to make things worse. It will be one more master to which you have to answer and bow down to every day. So, seek out the tools, technologies, widgets that gives you the real answer to your why. Is there any such thing, or are we just dreaming of utopia? I believe there is. It is perhaps disguised under a cloak of some lame name. Perhaps there is an Apple out there. Even Apple has to call their cool stuff, guess what? Computers and smartphones, just like everybody else. But it is not just a computer, is it? So are there such hidden gems that will give you your life back? They may be hiding behind the EMR curtain. Seek them out. When you bought that iPod, iPhone, iPad, did you focus on features? Did you ask, show me how that feature works, show me how that button works? Did you? Of course not. You just knew it, that it improved your quality of life, it made you feel better. You can now sit in your bed and watch news, watch TV, watch videos, watch movies, even answer emails without requiring a degree in computer science. So coming back to our discussion about EMR software, I don't know if you've gone to the vendors' websites and or talked to any executive or salesperson recently. Trust me, I have. Perhaps more than I care to remember. They all sound the same. They all say the same thing. It's so bad, it's not funny. Now let me show you some examples of some very famous and big companies as well as some small ones. Let's see if you can make out what is different about them. All right, so here we go. First company, Allscripts. Here's what they say, and I quote from their website. It does more for you. Our electronic health record solutions provide meaningful value to all the stakeholders in your office. Okay. Second company, eClinicalWorks. Company's comprehensive unified electronic health records EHR solution with practice management is ideal for practices of all sizes. Large hospital systems use our product for their affiliated physicians, large and small health systems, large and medium medical group practices, including FHQCs and community health centers, and small and solo provider practices all benefit from this system. That's a lot. That covers everybody. Companies' customers are physicians in primary care practices as well as nearly every specialty. Companies' award-winning technology provides the features needed to improve patient care while streamlining front and back office administrative functions. It is designed specifically to enhance patients' experience from check-in to check-out with comprehensive front, mid, and back office management. Boy, they do everything under the sun, don't they? Okay, the third company, Greenway. Here's what they say on their website. Our integrated ambulatory EMR EHR solution optimizes the delivery of healthcare at the point of care by focusing on 1. Increasing care and quality and ensuring meaningful use by your practice, enhancing patient satisfaction, maximizing the practice profitability through fully integrated practice management solutions and capabilities. Okay. Now take a look at this company, and I don't know about you, but this is a big company, NextGen. The company's ambulatory product suite integrates as one system to streamline patient care with standardized, real-time clinical and administrative workflow throughout the practice. The company's ambulatory products are scalable to any practice size and can be customized to meet unique workflow and content needs of both physicians and office staff. Our flexibility is demonstrated by our clients who represent the gamut of practice sizes, specialties, and roles. Fifth company is a relatively small one, MediTouch. MediTouch product is the first all-in-one web-based touch-screen electronic health record that is affordable, secure, and backed up by outstanding customer service. All right. Now here's a company that is so different. It was recently acquired by ADP, AdvancedMD. AdvancedMD Cloud Electronic Health Records creates a true paperless office while establishing meaningful use. ONC ATCB certified EHR maintain charts electronically and consistently manage diverse systems and data as one, and inform patients online, gain remote access to patient data. And then they give you the link of their ONC ATCB certification. They also say further that the company's EHR solution includes a comprehensive set of cloud clinical and medical billing software too. It is designed to improve patient care and practice profitability. Our ONC ATCB CCHIT certified, interoperable, and cloud EHR is the ideal software solution for creating a true paperless medical office. It offers such advantages as customizable templates, mobile access, and integrated web-based patient portal. Now let's take a look at one more. Smallish company, I'm sure you've heard of it, called CareCloud. The company's software and services take the work out of running your private practice. Cloud-based practice management, cloud-based revenue cycle management, and EHR. These are all integrated into one easy-to-use system. The company gives you the tools and technology of a huge healthcare organization, but on one small practice budget. But here are some overall interesting facts. You ready? Total number of complete ambulatory certified EHR products, 1,295 according to ONC records that I just checked the other day. The total products actively spending lots of money in advertising is of 130. Total number of calls received per practice from various vendors soliciting EHR products, on an average 30 calls that you might be getting. So once you start your search, you're guaranteed to get lost in the sea of vendors, products, demos, and all the confusion. So how do you start your search? What do you do? How do you begin? You know, there's so much information overload when you just add all the junk mail, the spam mail, the phone calls, even calls from peers and colleagues who are on the vendor's pay list, who are promoting their products, there are different ways. And my question is, are there different ways to look? Internet search. They all sound the same as I just read you. They all say they're the best. Demonstrations. They all have four wheels, a steering wheel. They get you from point A to point B. All products are certified. Therefore, they must have all the minimum required features. That's a given. Another thing you can do, talking to peers. But of course, somebody that bought a Lexus is going to say that Lexus is the best. So another alternative of searching is check out the review sites. Check out consultants. But sorry for sounding paranoid. All review sites and consultants are rigged. I might be too paranoid, but it's nothing truly independent. Trust me, I've led marketing departments in several EHR companies. I know how this works. Okay? So, yes, I'm also part of the industry. I'm also one of the industry. And you can certainly box me into one of those categories. But I've been there too long to be one of them. That brings me to the most important reason why you are watching this video. How to avoid the $50,000 mistake by selecting the wrong product and wrong vendor. And second, how to choose something that fits your needs, your reason for being in the medical practice, your why. Now follow these simple, very simple, basic steps. Don't make it too complicated. Write down your real goals. Yep, write it down. And make sure it answers your why. This will be the benchmark against which everything else will be measured by you. Analyze your practice, the business side of your practice. Essentially, there are just two things you want to measure. One, financial health, your revenue, your collections, your expenses. And second, practice efficiency, revenue per employee, revenue per provider, revenue per hour that you work. Make sure you include time spent sitting in front of TV doing your paper charts or even electronic charts. These are not easy sometimes. Seek help if you need it, because sometimes we tend to look at it with a bias that can taint our vision and analysis. Create case studies or scenarios that you will use to evaluate and measure EMR systems against. And these should be uniquely yours. These should closely resemble your current workflow in your practice, and then evaluate it against the previous step of analysis, where you have clearly looked at your practice very clearly. So make sure that the scenarios and case studies that you've written down reflect your vision of your practice. Now, don't just look at a demo. Do a complete walkthrough of the practice scenario. Let me explain. What you're really trying to visualize is what will happen if the new system is bought and brought in. Will it meet the goals laid out that I just mentioned? Again, not easy, and again, seek help if you feel the need. Finally, small point, but perhaps extremely important, involve your entire team, your staff. Everyone from the front desk to the biller to the office manager, and yes, even your spouse. 2 reasons. They can help look at everything very critically to make sure that you didn't miss out on anything. And second, it is not just you who is going to use the system. They are equally and perhaps even more important to the success of this venture. I'm calling it a venture. There must be 1000% buy-in from everybody in your practice. That's really it. So, in short, seek out your why. Write your goals. Use any research method that you are comfortable with, but when you have narrowed down these technologies and vendors, don't do just a simple demo. Do a practice scenario walkthrough. Good luck, and hope you find the right solution. Thank you.